Responsible for education to make the official opening of the EHF license renewal seminar.
So, dear friends, I am happy to see again the old friends who studied in our first, second, or third master course. So, now I open the licensing renewal course also. I wish you nice days and a fruitful cooperation with us. Thank you.
My dear friends, only some organizational remarks. Yeah? As far as you know, also the participants of the license renewal seminar, the attendance is obligatory, and every day after the first session I will make a round call. That means please remain seated. Patrick, you know it? Yeah? And I will make the respective round call. In case you have any questions concerning the European Handball Federation in general, or the course on behalf of the European Handball Federation, please contact me. If you have any questions concerning the internal organization, or accommodation, transfer and whatever, please contact our beloved friend Lydia. She is responsible for that. Do you have any questions so far? Seems not to be the case. Then I would like to introduce again Mr. Misha Barda. Where is Misha? Upstairs or somewhere? Who? He is coming over there. He will start with the first session. And I would like to introduce also our second lecturer, arriving yesterday late evening, Mr. Wolfgang Polani from Austria. He will make some presentations in the afternoon. And last but not least, of course, I would like to introduce my colleague, Helmut Poreč, EHF Senior Manager of the European Handball Federation and CAN responsible man. In case you have questions, in particular concerning this already announced master education with the University of Gran Canaria, please contact him. He is the man who can give you the respective and really serious information. Many thanks for paying attention and have a nice day.
One, two. Please, Sasha, check it. It's okay now.
Not very. It's working. Maybe it's been something personal because. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you we've got a very fruitful evening talking about handball. What I'd like to discuss this morning is the cooperation between defense and goalkeepers. I mentioned yesterday already that a goalkeeper is actually a poor guy if he's not got a defense that's working for him. And for me, the big part of the preparation of the goalkeeper is just showing my defense that I'm ready to work for you for the success of the team, and make my defense ready to work for me. Because it will work, and I will have as a goalkeeper a lot of benefits from that cooperation. Before we start, I actually mention one person that was very important, is still very important to me in playing handball. Funny, it's not a handball coach, but it's my wife. She lives with me for a long time, and it's not so obvious to live for a long time with such a crazy guy as I am. And she's a beautiful lady, she's well educated, she loves me. And so from time to time I've got a feeling I have to pay something back. So I go to shopping with her. And I like if she's shopping apparel or shoes or something like that, because I'm very happy if she'd like to be pretty for me, and I really like that. But from time to time we get to shopping foods or vegetables. It's such a frustrating experience for me. We are going to shop onions, you know. If I go to shop onions, I get in the store, grab the first bag of onions, go to the cash. It's a story of about 10 seconds. Huh? And if I go to shop onions with my wife, sometimes I got a feeling I'd like to kill her, you know. Because we need 5 onions. And we spent approximately 15 minutes there. Because she is sure she has to get the best onions they've got in the store. And unfortunately, they've got approximately 365 onions in the box. And she's trying to get the best 5 of that box. So I'm running there. Oh yeah. She wants to get the best onions. Maybe you're asking, what does it to do with handball? It may be complicated, but it's not. Everybody heard about Hicks' law, or Hicks-Hyman law. Some English and American psychologists been just trying to get the idea how people decide. And the point is that the more options you have to select from, the more time you spend on decision making. Simply like that. There are some theories behind that, rather complicated, and some logarithmic relation, but it doesn't play a role for us. The simple thing is that if you've got more options to select from, it will take a longer time to select, to make the decision. It's the same for the onions, and the same for handball as well. It counts for the goalkeeper. We mentioned yesterday that if I've got a lot of options in the goal, if I have to select from all 4 corners where to go, it will take a long time. if I'm able to limit the number of options, I will be faster in my decision making. I'm not talking now about my motion, I'm talking just about decision making. And that's one of the most important things that counts for handball, for the cooperation with the defense. Typical problem for the goalkeeper is if the attacking player is going this direction and you've got a defending player somewhere here, and when the player is moving this way, when he's somewhere here and the defending player is not moving, so actually you see the ball from this side. If the guy is moving here, you see the ball from the other side. This transition is extremely important and extremely difficult for the goalkeeper. Because we are looking on the ball from one side of the defending player, then he's going behind the defending player, you don't see the movement, you don't see the ball, and then he goes out on the other side. You actually have, in this transition, you have to change the 3 meters on the goal that the ball comes from the other side, which makes the timing very complicated. So it will be fine to cooperate with the defense in that way, that if the guy is going like that, you see the ball all the time before the defending player. Very similar situation is from the wing position. In the goal we are trying to estimate the point where the wing player will shoot. It's depending on your defending player how he's moving and limiting the space. We've got rules, we've got some estimation how the referee could handle the situation if the defending player is moving very fast to the corner. But the point is, it's much easier if the player stops here and you can estimate from the goal when the throwing point will be, as if he's continuing one more step and make here an impact in the movement. Because you estimate the wing player to come here, he's got a body check and he's flying here and shooting from here. You move to that point, the short post is free. Some years ago, especially Russian wings have been playing that on purpose. Just not going in the first phase for the shot. They went for the contact with the defending player. Being thrown on the first post and shoot a short one. It's extremely difficult for the goalkeeper. So what we are trying is to limit the number of options you've got as a goalkeeper, what everything you have to cover. Very interesting it is from backcourt, because if the defending player is somewhere like here, and the backcourt player is going to shoot, you've got very nice opportunity just to use all this time for your selection process. When he's got a ball and he's somewhere here on his pathway, you already can pre-select all information you've got about this player. Is he tall? Is his normal pathway to the center, or is he able to go against the throwing arm as well? Is he able to shoot from the jump or just from running? So you probably instructed your defending player how to behave in this situation before. So you can already in this situation just check if the cooperation you negotiate with before the game is okay, if the defending player is acting according to the rules you defined. So in this situation you still can organize the defending player to step out or to stay compact on the line. You know in this phase the information about all the throws before in this situation from this type of movement. If he's moving somewhere here, you just check it once more. You are checking the distance to the defending player. You can already deselect if he's able from this position jump, and if the distance to defending player fits according to your expectation. You can see other players coming, or the wing coming, which you have to see through peripheral vision. So you can estimate if he's really gonna shoot, or if there's another action that could happen on the field. According to that, you can instruct the other defending player, or you have to instruct them. By the way, it's one of the most complicated things for a goalkeeper to switch over the perception and the concentration. Even in this situation that could take 1.5 seconds to come from here to the shoot here. Several times in this phase to switch over the concentration, check your defense, instruct the defending player to go with the wing or this one to step out. And during all the time to have the highest priority to follow the ball. Not so easy. Okay, but anyway, in this situation you already could deselect some situation that could happen if this player would go here, or if he would go here. There are, fortunately for the goalkeeper, there are not so many players as Nikola Karabatic or Duvňák who can do everything from each position of the court. A huge amount of the players are just using one timing, one typical pathway that fits their timing, synchronization of their movement. You know all of that before. So that one important thing that already here you probably said, okay, he's not running more to the center, this would not happen. This would not happen. So all the situation he can solve here, you can actually sort out. If he's coming here, very close to the defense, and the defense maybe came one step out, you already selected at least 40% of options this player has got. And in the last phase, you are just taking in account the pathway, the running speed, which result very often in the power of the jump, and it means the time he's got available in the air to fake or to wake or to watch you. And you take in account your defending player. His position, if he's positions against the body, or if he's positions against the throwing arm. If he's playing passive or he's going out and playing an active block against the defending player. You connect it with the motion of the throwing arm of that player, and you deselect another option he's got, because I mentioned yesterday, one of the most complicated things for a human is to change my behavior or my moving patterns. And timing is a very crucial parameter of the moving patterns. To move timing of my movement is extremely complicated. There are not a lot of players who are able to change the timing of the throwing arm. It's very typical. Very often it's more complicated for the keeper to read the throwing arm of the left-handed players. I don't know, they are somewhere different. But with right-handed players, it's actually not so complicated mostly. And there are not so many players who can make it here very slowly, here very fast, throw just from the wrist. It's not so easy, especially here in the backcourt, where you need the full power of your body complex to make a shot. So actually at this point, when the shooting player is in close distance to the defense, you normally sort it out about maybe 70% of the options he's got from his whole repertoire. If he's acting okay, your defending player, if he sets him slightly under pressure, and what I mean setting under pressure is for me not fouling or something like that. Just again, play with the time and make a time pressure here. If he's stepping out or he's going out with the block, so he's shortening the time this guy has available to variate his timing, to prolong his jump, to look at you and see if you are moving or not in the goal. In that situation, it really happens very often that there's only one or two options for the shooter how to shoot. And again, I don't talk so much about the corner in the goal. Much more important for me is just to follow the movement and just be able to read and to synchronize to the timing of the throwing arm. So that's how it works for the goalkeeper. But can we change it to the slide up there? Thank you. Similar counts for the field players as well. How many players of your team are able to decide very precisely according to the changing situation on the court? Just handle all the situations if it change, just to take the right decision. All of them? Half of them? One or two of them? You could be happy if you've got two. It's my experience. Players who you never set really under pressure that they make a bad decision or a technical fault. So that's what the old game is about. Just to take away the options in the shooting phase, but prepare or even open more options in the decision-making phase that your opponent fail in the decision-making. It's not so easy, but it's really working. You see it when the players make an offensive foul or they just walking because they've got a very short time for decision, but there are so many options, they are not able to process it correctly. You see it even on top level, really. When you go to the videos, I tell them to stop. Okay, there was a bad played pass, very low, so the player on the right side just has to concentrate on receiving the ball. And you see the central defending player immediately goes out and takes away the only obvious solution that was for the left-handed player there to play the pass to the number 4 that's coming to the center. If you proceed, it run. You've seen. You stop it once again when the pass comes to the right. Let it go still. Stop. You now see the bad pass. The number 4 is coming to the center. And the central back anticipates that and knows, okay, in the bad pass, she's got no opportunity to perceive the field correctly. She has to concentrate on the ball. When she gets in the ball, let it go. Stop. What happened? Number 4 is covered by the central back. So the easy opportunity is away. I've got many options with the ball. I can play the number 3, which is rather dangerous because there are 2 defending players who can interfere. I can shoot because actually I'm free now in 8.5 meters. Or I can break through to the center, which he tries. Let it run. Stop. You know, there were actually 3 defending players who could interfere into the space, but the space was open visually. But to process the information took so long time that she's been walking. So you actually don't need to interfere or to make a foul all the time. You just have to expose the opponent to the situation. It's rather difficult for him to process mentally. And you see the good teams playing that on purpose, just selecting special player on the opponent's side and say, okay, I set him in a so difficult situation that he will fail. Young players, unexperienced players, players who didn't have so much success in this game, so they feel not confident, they feel insecure. Or players who are not so perfectly skilled technically that the chance they will make some failure is much higher. It's one of the of this model that make handball so interesting, because actually you can play a very clean defense without much contact, without much fouls, without many exclusions, just to prepare a situation that's so demanding for the opponent that the opponent will make a lot of failures. You see some of the situation in the yesterday match of France against Austria. In my opinion, France is one of the best prepared teams on the technical level or the tactical level, and then feeling the space, feeling the timing and space correlation. And it's really a hard job to play against friends on that level. Because as I mentioned, Inge told it yesterday, humans tend to have fixed patterns, fixed sequences, how to handle the common situation, the general situation in life, on the field as well. If you are not flexible enough, having a huge portfolio of moving patterns that are automated, and you can just focus and allocate all your mental capacity to the perception and to decision making, you are lost against France. You are lost in situations like that. Because if the situation becomes more demanding, you take a bigger capacity of your mind to solve it, and obviously you don't have time enough to solve it correctly very often. Very often. So this is a typical example. Walking, there could be a shot from 8.5 meters, which in my opinion wouldn't be successful, because it will be a shot from second or third option, just considering the cross pass and the breakthrough, and then I'm not sure, I've got a feeling I'm free, so I'm throwing. But the goalkeeper has perfect perception, can see the moving arm all the way. It's rather unfortunate if an opponent plays such a defense against you, because it's extremely frustrating. And it's very nice for the goalkeeper, because mostly there are a lot of open space, so you can follow and you can perceive your opponent the whole pathway before he's shooting, which is very nice for you synchronizing your movement in the goal to the movement of the shooting player, which is very convenient. You've got a lot of shots from 9.5 meters that are not perfect. They are just so, okay, pass to the line, no, so I shoot. Relatively easy for the goalkeepers. Okay, you've got a lot of shots from breakthrough or something like that. But if I talk about a lot of shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but mostly you can't win a match with five goals scored, you know. So it's just about what we discussed yesterday. If you've got a goalkeeper who's able just to not be frustrated by having goals scored from a breakthrough from line several times, and he can concentrate on the distance shots, on the shots from the open space, you actually won if you play such a defense. If the team, of course, is prepared enough just to make the right moving, faking, covering the space, going back again. Similar situation is an element that is not so commonly used, and I'm pretty sure it must be very successful, maybe not at the absolutely top level against Nikola Karabatic, but against 99% of the players. If the defending players just make a step out or goes with the hand to the ball, just to make the attacking play to secure the ball, and they go to step back again. And there are a lot of players, even on an international level, who just need to secure the ball. They lose step, they lose the dribble, and they lose time. And then, when they get a ball and look up, all pathways for the pass are covered. You can play a very nice game on that. Let's step to the next video. It's a video from the finals women teams, and we see the final phases of Norway. Stop. We can see that Norway is trying just to make the center of the court very compact. And of course sometimes happened that the wing is open. But we are talking about, look at the time, the last 13, 14 minutes of the game, where most of the players are rather tired. If the players are tired, they tend to stick to the most obvious, most comfortable situation. There are not so many, from the goalkeeper point of view, there are not so many players who can perfectly decide in the last 10 minutes of the game. If you've got them on your team, you are happy. But there are not so many players that can do that. Because the game is so demanding that the perception is going worse. The processing of the information is getting worse, and the decision making is getting worse. The fine movement coordination is getting worse as well. So to handle demanding situation in the last 10 minutes of the game is a really hard job. So very often, if you just prevent the center and make the center very compact, and select one on the player of the wings where the goalkeeper say, okay, I've got a very good feeling against him, it's a situation that you really have got better odds on at the end. Okay, play. You've seen that? Stop. Again, that's exactly what we mentioned before. Now, the defense stayed compact. Left-handed player getting the feeling, okay, I've got no opponent, I'm not under pressure, I come up to 8.5 meters, actually with a free hand to throw, but a very compact defense, which is rather easy for a goalkeeper to read and to behave according to that. On the left side, it's not played there. They actually play, if you look on the defense, they concentrate maybe on 30% of the 6-meter line. Because the opponent doesn't dare to use the side. Look on the matches, very, very often. If you come to the end of the match, the weaker team is playing to the center. Because the players got a feeling, okay, from the center there is more space and the angle is more comfortable for me. More comfortable, yes, in the perception, but mostly no more successful. Okay, let it go. You'll see how they try to solve it over the side. Stop. No, it wasn't the right. Let it go once more. Stop. You see, now obviously they've got discussion in the team that they've got free space on the side of the court. She tries from this situation, which in my opinion could be successful in the first half from beginning from the match, but it starts to be rather hard from not so great angle against the goalkeeper, who is very self-confident in the situation. Run. Stop. Now you can see, I don't now talk about refereeing or something like that, but I'm talking about the wing player coming from here, and she's got actually the option to jump here, but the defending player coming from the center to the side just limits the pathway and the jump to go in this direction. So she actually steals the wing player all this space and makes her to shoot from here, which is of course easier for the goalkeeper. The question all the time in this situation is behavior of the defending player, which I'm very open now. He or she has to take in account how the referees have been considering this situation in this very match, because it's changing. We all know that it's changing. It's not so stable. It's one of the problems we've got in handball, because the situations are so extremely difficult for the referees. Was the contact here, was it still okay, or was it too much pushing, or was the step into the movement, it's been too long, too dangerous? I don't talk about that, I talk about the facts we have. But this is the point, that defending player stole at least 2 meters of the angle from the wing players. Run the video, please. Yeah. Stop it, please, once more. You could see, and it's one of the points, that the wing player very early after the jump went down with the throwing arm. 2 reasons for that, in my opinion, is physical stress, or she's tired, and the mental stress. One of the things that you observe very carefully as a goalkeeper is where the throwing arm is, especially in the wing players. If the throwing arm is here as a left-handed, the player can actually shoot everything. He can wait, shoot over your head, he can wait long and shoot a long post. From here he can shoot a short post as well. Maybe the only thing that you can't do from this ball handling is the spin on the short post, because for the spin you need to go with your arm down. But actually, if you keep the ball like that, about 85 to 90% of the space is open for you. So it's very inconvenient for the goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper now has many options he has to cover. But at the moment the throwing arm goes down, if the throwing arm is here, where you can shoot, some ideas? From here? Okay, long, middle height, if you follow long down or under the feet. From here you can't anymore shoot over the head. Over the head, ladies, over the head. Okay, on the long post, over the shoulder, yes, but not over the head. You can't shoot from this position short up, never. You can't shoot short middle height, never. Maybe if you follow down, you can make the spin on the short down. But actually, if you do movement like that, you yourself just sorted out about 40% of the space where you can shoot. If you do it very early in your movement, you make it easier for the goalkeeper. Just make him ready for that. Yes! Because she knows exactly. At the moment when she's been tired, not jumping high because she was afraid of the defending player. Just making a short jump, and after jump going with the hand here, she's lost. She's lost. Again, a goalkeeper who feels very confident. So that's the point. And a good goalkeeper is working with his own energy, with the energy of the attacking players. The good goalkeeper perceives exactly if the player is jumping up. He perceives exactly where the throwing arm is located. There are not so many players able to play in the last 10 minutes to jump high and keep the ball here. On the top level man, there are not so many who can do that. That's what I see in the goal. Yeah. So that's another point that's extremely important. Let it run, please. Okay, it's just the confidence things like that. Stop. Now you see the France's managed to open the gap, but still the left wing is extremely free, you see. That's what we discussed about being tired and being able to perceive and to change, to decide and to select from many options. It would be obvious just to play the pass to the lane. It's too late. Now from this position it's pretty hard. They run. Okay. Easy, no? Okay, so actually in the end it was exactly the game like that. The goalkeeper was that one perceiving the best and treating the defense and how the options of the opponent are going down because the opponent is tired, he's under pressure because he needs a goal. He's got a goalkeeper who is very self-confident. If you are self-confident in the goal, there are not so free spaces in the goal behind you. You just... And the opponent who is tired, is under pressure, who's seen your success before, is just multiplicating. So you see at the end, she actually, in some situation, didn't need to save in the breakthrough in the middle, where the player under stress just plays a bounce ball, but it's bounced over the goal. No time just to see that, to decide carefully. It's a game that's extremely interesting, extremely rewarding for the goalkeeper. There is one hitch. You have to work pretty hard for that for a long time to get on a level like that. Because you have to use to set your opponent under pressure all the time, in every situation. What we discussed yesterday about the 10,000 hours is exactly that. To behave or to stay in your comfort zone doesn't work. You have to go over the borders of your comfort zone, and you have to bring your opponent out of his comfort zone. Then you will feel secure in that situation. Is that it? Okay, can we switch to the last video, which are the situations from men finals. Andreas Wolf. Stop. Will you find something ridiculous on this picture, on the defense? No idea? Look on the defending player, on the wing players. They are very often acting backwards. And that enables them to compress the defense to the side of the ball and prevent the wrong pass, or to make it complicated at least. So again, to make the opponent insecure, the player who's been used to play here the number 5, to play a long cross pass to the wings, are now getting afraid because I see he's seen me. He's taking care of this pass, so probably the risk readiness to play the pass is lowered, so I still keep playing in the center again. So in my opinion, just this position of the defending player makes attack to play more in the center. Don't go for the risky pass that will take the defense apart. Okay, let's go. It was easy now. Stop. Extremely good angle, right? As a first action in the game, it's actually comfortable. The point is that, in my opinion, Thomas decided before starting the action to go for the long shot. You can see actually Wolf is not positioning according to the ball. She's already going with the play to the long. The short post is actually open. You can see it's small, but the ball in Thomas' hand, and the place on the short middle height is open. But he don't dare to try that. Okay, run. Stop. In my opinion, the first shot of Thomas was rather one of the decisive moments of the game. Just building up the confidence of Wolf, you know. And in that situation with the line player, I think that is extremely important is, and we'll show it in the practice later on, as a defending player, in which direction you leave the line player turn around. because it's rather easy for a right-hander when he's positioned in the center to turn like that and follow the movement with your throwing arm. From that movement you very often have the opportunity to jump up, to gain some time, to play with your playing arm, to look on the goalkeepers. If you are forced to turn on the other side, or just to go away, it will again limit the time you've got and improve the odds for the goalkeeper. Because if you make movement like that, you can't jump too high. You are trying to gain some space to the side or to get your throwing arm free, but you can't jump too high. So you are losing time. You are set under time pressure because you can't play with the arm or look on the goalkeeper too much or vary your timing. You have to get rid of the ball in a very short time, which makes it complicated from that move to shoot here low balls. You can try it over the head. Okay, the short pose is clear, that's obvious what he will try. Yeah, the problem is that we mentioned that Wolf is over 2 meters with a huge arm span. So he actually, if he decides for the correct positioning, he don't need to move sideways so much. He's perfectly there. It's rather difficult. So for me, it's perfect. Okay, they've got some mistake. They open the gap, but in the last phase, perfect behavior from the defending play. Don't need a line play, open the arm on his side. Just go this direction. Okay, run. Stop. Again, as on the other side with Thomas. If you've got a goalkeeper who feels confidence from the wing position, it breaks so much, so much, because you can play the defense very compact in the center. Okay, it could be risky. If the wing player had a good day, so he built up his confidence and opened the defense and insecure. But if it's running like that, it's really nice. And again, the defending wing play on the other side, backwards, just seeing what's happening with the goal or with the ball, being ready to help on one side, on the other side, which is pretty nice. Again, it pushed the opponent to play over the center then. Okay, let's run it. Again, you've seen that. You try. Can you stop it? Okay. Again, the problem is if you've got a goalkeeper like him, he's pretty tall. He's really pretty tall. He's huge. So probably the wing players don't feel confident. If I jump high, I can jump over his head or over his hand. So they try to jump into the center. And it's the same, it's the old story we already discussed. If you try to jump very wide to the center, you lose the height of your throwing arm. You go with the throwing arm to the side. So again, you can forget the short post and the guy in the goal just following your arm. And okay. It's a dream start, of course, for a goalkeeper. Stop. Okay, you see that. Try to get very wide to the center. Already now, the throwing guy is falling down. He can't get it up anymore because he's already falling. He came wide to the center, but he's already falling. perfect defense from Fate, because he takes care not to step into the area to be penalized. Just making the step, controlling the line, and show the referee, I don't touch him, I don't push him, anything like that. He's pretty sure Thomas will fail on his own because he sets himself under pressure. Okay, run it. Okay. That's exactly that point. So I'm going down, it's over. Huge winkle. Stop it. You see the score. It's incredible. With two best teams actually. To the point, what you can do in the goal, just destroy the confidence of your opponent. Because actually if you just observe the game, the Spaniards played nice. They opened a lot of very nice chances. Unfortunately, no success. The less success you have, the deeper you get. Okay, let's run it. It was an easy one, huh? For him in that shape. Stop. Okay, so try again the cross pass to the wing. Actually, very nice opportunity. Golf is running from that side, which is rather demanding from the correct positioning. But again, in my opinion, in that situation, or in 35th minute with 7 goals scored, it's more about the attacking player. I already doubt I can have success. That's very difficult situation. Okay, let it run. Stop. That's exactly the movement we discussed before. Actually, if the line player could be able to jump up to the center, he could have much better chance jumping high, gaining time, taking the goalkeeper with the throwing arm up, and then to this side, over the head, or both sides here could be free. But being tackled like that, he just goes for the most easy solution, goes away of the defending player, but making the angle more complicated for himself with the 2-meter guys standing there. Okay, run it. It's just perfect. Stop. Just look at the score again. 45 minutes under 10 goals of Spain. Being pushed away with two tall guys there, it's really difficult. It's already in the phase where the frustration is so high that you seldom find a guy who can just turn the match at the moment. Maybe some genius as, I don't know, Ivano Valic or players like that who are sometimes able just to build up the confidence and just take the team with on the success road, but it's extremely difficult. Okay, let it run. Exactly, foul. It's nothing working anymore, no? Actually, a very nice game. That's it. Stop. It's exactly what we discussed before. What options he has as an attacking player. He jumped off, or actually not. I will explain from my point of view as a goalkeeper. He actually jumped early. He wasn't jumping at 6.5 meters, something like that. He jumped off about at 7.5 or 8 meters, right? You agree? Yeah, okay. So to get through, he can't go up because it would probably be too slow. They would close the gap. You have to jump forward, right? You agree? Okay. If he jumps forward from that situation, you can't forget the short post. If you're jumping forward with your hand here, you can't shoot on the short post. Never. If you're a genius or a wing player, maybe you can jump and make the spin. Maybe. Or if you are a genius or wing player, maybe you can make the over the head. But as a backcourt player, from that position, jumping right with the hand and actually flying low, not jumping high, you never shoot on the shot. Say I as a goalkeeper, 1,000 years before. Yeah. So actually he can try, okay, maybe hard over the head, maybe below the feet, but 60-70% long, because it's the most easy one. He has no time to go away and try the shot. He's already landing. It's my opinion. So actually, because he jumped off very early, the direction where he's jumping into is given, is fixed. And that's exactly what we discussed here. He's jumping from here, jumping this direction. For the goalkeeper, it's easy because he's positioned here and he goes up against him. There's no sideways movement where the goalkeeper has to move sideways as well. That's the most demanding issue. That's what builds you confidence, because you are actually correctly positioned. It's the most difficult part of your job if the player is going sideways, that you have to move with him and stay during all the flight in the center of the winkle, covering the most space. But if he's going straight against you, it's a rather easy job. Okay, you don't safe all the time, but it's really just from the execution, it's a rather easy job. You just try straight against him and try to cover as much space as you can. Okay, can you jump back to the video? So it's my opinion that he doesn't got all options open, but it's just my vision. Okay, run it. Okay, so it's something more, no? You see the body language of the players. Really frustrating. I jumped to the beginning and we let it run through once more without my talking, without my interfering. Just you can perceive how frustrating it is for the opponent if you got a goalkeeper like that in the game. I'm sorry, I've got different schedule from you. I've got a schedule for you up to 9, up to 10. Sorry for that. So, or from you, I don't know. Okay, the frustrating issue is, as an opponent, you see all this video when you play the German team next time. So you'll be rather scared before the game starts. Okay, so Peter, I'm sorry for that, but my papers I can show you. So I'm counting on that. I will win the time in the next session. Sorry for being too long. It's my problem if I talk about goalkeepers that you shoot me away because I try to press in 40 minutes what I got a feeling I helped in the last 30 years. So thank you for your attention. Thank you. Done.
Eigentlich, du hast nur 45 Minuten gehabt. Ja, aber das war eine Stunde. Hikmet is here. Hikmet is here, Peter. Hikmet. So, I will start, or I will continue. The Misha took 50 minutes from my time, so maybe I will take from his next also 15 minutes. So, my topic is the current situation of the numerical superiority nowadays. I was 2 years ago, and tell you the truth, it didn't change a lot of things. Please. Sasha? So, you can see the 2016 Men European Championship in Poland. Average scored goal 28 per match per team, efficiency 59%. And this European Championship goals by numerical superiority, average scored goal match per team 4, efficiency is 26%, so 381 shots, goals from 613 shots, 14% of the scored goals fall by numerical superiority. And numerical inferiority 2.5, 32%, and you can see how many goals from how many attempts, and 7% of the scored goals. Okay. Okay, the best team, France, 7 played matches, 39 goals, average 5.5, and efficiency 63%. Macedonia is very interesting, 33.6 is the same, but efficiency a little bit higher. I think because of how's the name, the left-handed from Macedonia? Thank you. Lazarov. Due to the Lazarov, because he could shot and he could pass the ball very well, especially the numerical superiority. Spain, Croatia, and the least Russia, Denmark. Denmark just 3 goals per matches, but the efficiency is very high. Belarus, Hungary, so some history about it. Successful and unsuccessful actions. So has influenced the following data: shooting from several positions, making good decisions. It is the most important thing. We will see later. Goalkeeper's performance, defense system, changing the speed during the actions, changing the speed and the pace in one action is very important. Interpretation of the referees, passive play, attacker, foul, etc. and so on. As you know, in the past, so 30, 20, 40 years ago, I don't know exactly, a lot of action was ended at the block of the pivot, but nowadays this situation are very critical because the referees could decide it was the bad block, and that's why the team, they don't use it very much. What does it mean numerical superiority nowadays, and how use the team those possibilities? So really first, what does it mean numerical superiority? Maybe we will change the terminology, because if 6 players, as you know, that the team, they have a ball, they change, almost every team change their goalkeeper for a player, and it means that we play 6 against 6. Of course, the goal is empty. So the classical numerical superiority, inferiority, is sometimes finished, temporary. But so the classic 6 against 5, 6 against 4, 5 against 4, 6 against 6 player for goalkeeper, 7 against 6 player for goalkeeper, 6-5 player for goalkeeper, and 7 to 5 players for goalkeeper is not so often, but sometimes end of the match is necessary the team try to make it. Okay. Action used by team 2016 in Poland, and nowadays also this is a situation. Bundesliga 1, I will tell you later what does it mean. Bundesliga 2, negative pistol movement, the pivot on the opposite side, transition from wing position, transition from left or right back position, playing constant with 2 pivots, attacker block on the middle defender, and changing goalkeeper for player 7 against 6. So I will try to demonstrate on the flip chart. So the basic thing, 5 defender, so, okay. It is a shame. Everybody knows this one. And nowadays, and on this European Championship, we could see a Spanish team, Belarusian team, Norwegian team. They will play simply this one. So with 2 pivots, one of them in this side between the first and second, and the other side between the second and the third position. It is not very easy. Why? Because this schema, this set has 6 or 7 solutions. To make a good decision, it's not easy. Of course, if you have a Karabatic or you have a Nora Mörk, the women team, your life is easier. So the ball is here, and the possibilities, first of all, shooting, passing directly to wing, passing the second pivot, passing there, or passing directly to right wing. Of course, definitely the principle, if 6 against 5, then one of them has to be free, okay? It's logically. But to find this one who is free, who has the best position, it is real difficult. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 option. It's very clear. The first, if they attack between the second and third, if nobody come here, shooting. If he or she come, pass here. If he come, pass here. The pivot come on this way, because he will come here, then pass here. If this defender will follow him, go there. If he come, he can pass directly. But here, to find the best solution is really not easy. So, as I told you, now some team, they take immediately this position. So they will play with 2 pivot. But I mentioned, how can they get this position? With 1 pivot. So, center back has a ball. Come here with the ball, pass there, and take this position. He will come with the ball. Then the same, 1 pivot, 2 pivot, here, attack between the 2 defenders is clear. It is with ball. It could be the same without ball. So they pass the ball here, they go to the wing, come back, and he will take this position. He will cut the ball back and go there. It's the same. Yeah? I call it Bundesliga 1 because maybe 20 years, for 20 years, the German championship started. So the German team started with this solution in numerical superiority. The second one, the Bundesliga 2, principle the same, but now they put the pivot on this side. Of course, it could be the left and the right side, but I show just the right side. Here's the ball. He will try to go there and pass the ball here back. He will come and try to go in this direction. Of course, he has to go there, or if he doesn't go there, it doesn't matter. Then it's very clear, it's the same situation. I have a question to you. Which solution is the easiest? What do you think? He will go with the ball here. Here's the ball. Which one is the easiest? Shooting? Or which pass would be the easiest? Which position, Zoran? Whom? Here. Which pivot? This one? Okay. This one? No? Yesterday, I'm sure that you watched the match, Norwegian team. Maybe 5 times. 2 times the pivot couldn't catch the ball. What did they play? If you remember, Sargosen went with the ball and very easy passed the ball back. 2 years ago in Poland, the French team started to make with the fixed, so with the fixed pivot. If you remember, Karabatic Luka, Karabatic Nikola, He went 2 times, 3 times. That's very easy. Passed the ball to him. Okay. The next one, you know very well the team played put the pivot the opposite side. And left wing has the ball. Try to go with the ball, yeah, here. And he will come here, pass the ball, try to go here. Has to come here. Go with the ball. Yeah, go with the ball. And then this side is very clear, very clear. I call it negative piston movement or piston movement to outside. Then here on this side you can see absolutely the numerical superiority, 3 against 2, shooting, passing the wing. And nowadays they like the following. Oh, pardon. And the pivot come here to make a block, and he will go and shooting, passing. It is easier because in the beginning I told you 6 options. Here maximum 3 options to use it. Shooting by the at the block of the pivot, or passing. So they are the basic action which the teams use nowadays. Okay, then let me show sorry, it's 6 against 5, but very eclatant. One team, Rhein-Neckar-Löwen, they could play during 60 minutes, so 7 against 6. They changed the goalkeeper for player permanent, and they use the following situation. I watched the match, I think, against Leipzig. They played Saturday. All the match they played 6 against 7. And after the match, immediately they went to Barcelona. They flew with Barcelona. And the next day they played against Barcelona. And maybe 40 minutes they won in Leipzig. And afterwards, so 40 minutes played, or 50 minutes in Barcelona, the same. And they lost very tight, 2-3 goals. So it was very, very successful. And everybody knows what will happen. One pivot here, the other one a little bit so here. You know, Balea. If the Balea get the ball from the shooting arm side, nobody can stop him. Regular. Then 7 meters, 2 minutes, and goal all together. But basically, is this guy, Andy Schmidt from the Switzerland, who has a fantastic eyes to pass the ball, to find the best solution, and his shooting is fantastic. So the basic shot, jumping shot, bench shot, side bench shot, everything is perfect. We will see in the video also. So nowadays, every time more and more teams try to play temporary or for the long side, 7 against 6, more or less success. But of course, you have to have the players that are able to make it. Good decision. The physical condition has to be perfect for this action. 2, very good pivot. Discipline is very important because what happened? The goal is empty. You will see in the video later on how is a danger. So I propose now to watch the videos. First 6 against 5. Sasha? You will see a lot of action. From the last European Championship. Every time we will repeat it. I call this Bundesliga 2. Look at the center back, goes with second pivot position. Again. The defender has to react for the left back player. Now Spain, it is the, okay, what I showed you last time. Pivot block on the center. The right side, they created on the right side numerical superiority. Not now, the next time. And the patience. Patience is also very important. I have a team, and if we start to play, so a numerical superiority, the set, what we play every time, and no goal, they panic immediately. Oh, what can I do? They continue immediately. It is a patient. Look at. And change the speed. Very important. If you make everything very fast, the defense adapt it, or you make it very slowly, they also. But to change the speed, change the pace during one action. The action is very important. So Hungary. Pivot on the center. And it will be some transition. No. It is very, very simple action. No any danger to lose the ball, to change the position. Handball is a simple game, normally. No comment. It was not a classic action. So they try to find a player who is in a free position, but not successful. I think it was the panic reaction, because the first they couldn't finish the attack. Now it is the transition, the short side. And they played, okay, come the pivot out, one pass. And a fantastic saving from the Spanish goalkeeper. Spain again. This is Bundesliga 2. Transition with the ball. From the center. They found a free position, the left wing. It is the same Bundesliga 2. They go the opposite side with the ball, the center back. And also very nice saving from the goalkeeper. Again. So the making good decision, as you see, is very important to be satisfied to score. The Spanish team demonstrate now all the possibility what the team played nowadays. It's okay. Yes, there's a danger. Hungary again. Of course, that took a big risk, too big risk. If you have just 5 players in defense, maybe you have to avoid it. Germany. Two pivots. It's the same. Try to use the block from the pivot in the center. They may, oh, Denmark. It's also nice. Look at the pivot. They make the block. You can see very nice block from outside of the wing defender. Look at. Intentionally action. Yeah, it is a danger. It was not very easy to miss. Germany again. Two pivots. Constant with two pivots. And one seaman. Okay, Sasha, it's enough, please go to the next. So I think that we could watch all the variations or several variations what I drew before. And now 7 against 6. In yellow is the Löwen. And Leipzig in green. And we can see which danger could be if they play 6 against 7 and the goal is empty. Oh, so danger is there every time. Two pivots, 3 backward players. And normally there was a good action. And now it's a Löwen. It's the same, they lost the ball. Two pivots between the first and second and the third and fourth. But they lose the ball. I promise you they will show sometimes some goals also. Sasha, stop, please. Yeah. You can see the two pivots, and interesting, the peculiar takes place every time between the first and second because he's tall. He can pass the ball easier and better in this position, and Balaya go every time the long side because they can catch the bouncing pass very well. And as mentioned, he's very strong that nobody can stop him regularly. Okay, thank you. The right-wing player was very smart. It is but very clear that try to make the pivot not free, but to try to make a good position. Look at, just concentrate on Balea. Concentrate on Balea. Now they have to react. But look at the result. This is 9 goals, 5 minutes before the end, and they continue it. It was a bad decision for Andy Smith. They send usually both wing player at the corner, and that's why play very wide in the back court position, close to the sideline, left and right back position. The defense pay more attention against Balea. They calculated the kind of bouncing pass. And they prevent the pass. Of course it's dangerous. But every time the same, and everyone knows what will happen, but they are successful because they play really very precise and disciplined. Okay, Sasha, stop. So, of course, they are top teams, and they have just top teams or position to really top players. But if you want to create your tactic in the offense of the numerical superiority, you have to know which qualities do you have in the team. If you have a not so good wing player, then you will not try every time to play that ball to the wing. And the defense tactic in the numerical inferiority is depend on also the quality of the attacker team. So much about the numerical superiority. If you have some remarks, questions, please, Zoran. Yes. Seven again. Okay, the question was 5. Yeah. 5 defender. Yes. No. A 5 in defense, yes? And 7 in the attack. Yeah. So? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is the third defender. Yeah. But seven attackers, not 6. Okay. So, but it's not 7 players, they play just with 6. They play just with 6. They never played with 7. The Norwegian team never played with 7 attackers, just with 6. No, maybe it was my mistake, but they played so. 1 pivot here, the second here, and Sagosen went with the ball here. It's okay? It was the current situation, or not? Sorry, very sorry, it was my mistake. I wanted just to show with 6 players. Sorry. Thank you for your attention, and now please the coffee break. Enjoy it, then we will continue.
Okay. I hope we can start slowly. But I promise I will keep the time this time. So we'll concentrate on saving from close distance, mostly wings and line player position. We'll start with some preparatory exercises. The guys are warmed up, so we start with just funny exercises, stabilization, go to the positioning in the goal. We focus on perception of the space and ball in the space, and then come to some shooting serious and complex exercises, just to show how we can work with different priorities for the goalkeepers. Okay, if you've got any questions in between, just shout on so we can respond on that. Okay. We make couples, 2 players with 1 ball. Each has 1 ball, and we are just trying. I'm trying to touch with the ball your foot like that. Yeah. Couples, come on. Each 1 ball. Do you have balls? You as well. Come on. Each has 1 ball. No, each has 1. Each player has 1 ball. Yeah? So we're just trying. I try to touch your feet, and you play the same. Yeah. Come on. Okay, the same exercise, but you can try, if you touch him and you try to touch me, I can try to take the ball away. Yeah? So switching the concentration. I want to make a point, I want to take the ball away. Okay, perfect. Still in the couple, we just try to press against each other, and then on 1 leg, just try to stabilize. Perfect. We try the same, but staying parallel. And we try stabilize like that, control the ball, but stabilize the body. Okay. Slightly so parallel. Exactly. That's it. And change the arms, the other arm as well. And try if you manage that in one leg stand. Perfect. That's nice. Again, change the arms, change the leg. Very nice. Now, we take the ball in both hands, go so through the hands, and try to pull me away. Yep. And try to move on the feet slightly. Yeah? Exactly. That's fine. Take care here. That's fine. Hey, who is more powerful of you two? Just show me. Who is more powerful? He is? No, I don't believe you are stronger. Show me.
How strong?
Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. So, we don't need the balls now. The last exercise of this sort. Just come on, take the ball away. Come to me. Just take one leg stand. And you try to pull me or push me, so I have to use the other. Okay, come on. Take care of the balls. And change the hands, change the foot. Perfect. Very nice. So, in the next 20 minutes, the focus will be just on the goalkeepers. We'll need the field players just to help us. Goalkeeper in the goal. You position as you position in the goal. If you come to me, you go out, touch the ball with both hands, go the other side, again one step forward. Exactly. Perfect. Controlling the position with the post. That's just perfect. Very nice. Okay, change. The same, but we will move the ball slightly in this space. Yeah? Try with both hands. Perfect. Very nice. Very nice. Change again. We make the same, but you try to touch the ball, not with the hands, but with middle of your body. Yeah? No, with your body. That's it. That's nice. Okay, perfect. You change. we try during the same exercise not to watch the ball, to see my eyes or this height, not to go with the eyes to the ball, but try to stay big, yeah? No, I'm sorry. Try now not to go with the hands here. Touch the ball with your body and stay big with the arms. Yeah?
Okay.
That's perfect. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Perfect. That's very nice. Perfect. I like it. Just one tip. If you experience some goalkeepers who don't show aggressivity enough against the ball, and especially with girls, so we have another option for the same exercise. The movement is the same. You try to steal the ball away from me. Exactly. And I will put some resistance, we'll try to steal the ball away, yeah? Okay. Where's the ball? Must be your ball. Perfect. That's it. Very nice. The same exercise, but I will try to hide the ball somewhere away from you. You have to reach it as fast as possible, get control of it. Yeah?
Take the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Perfect. That's nice. That's nice. Very nice. I need 2 players, please. One takes this color. You don't need ball. Come here as a defending player. Think like here. Put this on, please. You are standing here. Go behind me. And just make it slowly for the goalkeeper. You try to turn. You are just now passive. The goalkeeper is reading your turn. You just adapt your way and try to get both hands on the ball again. When I go to the other side, the same. Both hands. Try to be centered to the ball all the time. Yeah? Come on. That's nice. Perfect. Perfect. We changed in the goal. Very nice. Now you can make varying to go one up, one low with the hand. So the goalkeeper has to read the movement, the turn, and follow the arm to be centered against the goal or against the ball all the time. That's nice. Perfect. Okay. Do it a little slower, but you can fake with your body. To make fake, 10 to one side, 10 to the other, but give him time to react. That's nice. Oh yeah, exactly. Perfect. Make a change again. You make the same, rather slowly. Now you don't go with the ball over your shoulder, so between here and here, and you try through your positioning to cover the ball with the body. Yeah? So try to stay big, but position in that way that the center of your body comes to the ball all the time, rather slowly, so the time. Okay, do it very slowly. The point is, exactly, already when he's standing, he has to estimate if he has to go out here or to go out here. So he knows his behavior, his motion before. He knows how tall he is, what is the arm reach, what is the technique, so that you estimate from the very beginning, when he's starting to turn, in which direction I have to go out. Exactly. Very nice. Come on. That's it. Perfect. Okay, we make another change. The same exercise, that you try to be as aggressive as possible. Yeah? Aggressive to the ball, with your body, now with your arm, with your hands. I don't care how you do that. You have to cover the ball as best as you can. And you can use your hands as well. That's it. Very nice. Okay, make a change. It's perfect. Now the ball will be somewhere in this height. You go against the ball as you try to cover it with the foot, with the arm. Yep. Perfect. The same. Now it will become slightly more complicated. The same exercise, but if you go that way, the arm doesn't stay here, but try to cover your head. Eh? That's perfect. That's really nice. Exactly. Don't be afraid to get against him. That's it. Okay, perfect. We change again. Now again, you can fake a little. Yeah? You have to read his movement and stay against the ball in the final phase. Very nice. Perfect. I need 2 players more. Guys, I need 2 players more. One defending, take this shirt. The defending player comes here. So we are 2 in defense. You stay here. You play him a pass. You 2 decide what he's allowed to do. If you let him to turn here, or if you get together, I let him turn here, or if you make pressure from this side, let him to turn this side. Yeah. So it's your decision. The goalkeeper behind is reading your positioning and reading the movement of the line player again to get against the ball, cover it. Very nice, come on. That's fine. Perfect. We make a change. I need another player. Come on. You stay here. You go slightly apart. You've got 2 players. You give the ball one of them and you make the turn. Yeah. So you have to follow that, go accordingly. That's it, perfect. That's nice. That's nice, perfect. Okay, now guys, you start to make slight pressure. You can decide if you let him to turn inside or to go outside. It's your decision. Or you can discuss it with the goalkeeper, it's up on you. Yeah? He must know, he must see, you decide what will happen on the court. Yeah? That's it. Okay, stop it. Just small tip for the defense and for the goalkeeper. You can give your goalkeeper signal in that way that you don't position yourself like that, that you position yourself like that. He sees from behind. He knows you don't let him turn this side. Yeah? So one part is defending, the other part is give him clear signal how we are positioning. That's fine. Okay, stop. Perfect. Here, he turned inside. It was a mistake in the positioning because he forgotten he's got so long arm, you know, that when he turns, the ball will not come here, the ball will come here. So it's one of the factors the goalkeeper has to take in account if he's tall guy, according to what's his throwing technique, just to anticipate where the ball will be after the turn. Yeah? Okay, let's do slightly more pressure from behind, try to turn. Come on. That's it. Okay, the same. You increase the pressure, so you maybe push him one step to one side or to the other side. Start a little more apart again, so. And you really try to turn and make you free, and you just make a pressure. You know? So you can, if he decides to turn this way, you can follow him one side to the side, and they put the arms away. If he tries to get here, just push him, even to close the gap maybe. Yeah? That's perfect. Okay. Very nice. Okay, we make a change. We take this setup and put it on the line really here. Yeah? Okay, guys, you can come, the rest can come as well. We continue with the same setup, but with a real shot. And I want a little power. Not so lazy it was there, you know.
Okay.
And now you can really discuss in which direction you let the line player to turn around. What is most convenient for the goalkeeper? I don't know, he must say. I personally would say, I won't like too much with this tall guy would turn to the center. So I would prefer this tall guy to turn to the other side and to let him to go like that or even push away so that he has to shoot here. It's for the goalkeeper much more convenient if he goes to the center. Is that right? Okay. Perfect. And again, try as a defending player, before the action starts, to give signal to the goalkeeper how you are standing. If you are standing like that, or if you are standing like that, he knows already when the pass is coming, he knows what you intend to do. So he has time enough to prepare to take the right positioning. Come on. I just noticed you work a lot. If I'm standing here, a defending player, come on. And you stand like that. It was perfect for him because he knows what will happen. In my opinion, you work very too much with this arm, trying to keep him here. I would prefer that you work with this arm, just controlling and trying to push him and follow one step to the side, and then when he's really turning, yeah. So no foul in the last phase, but you follow him to the space you decide that's convenient for your keeper, right? Come on. You can even one step more. Oh. Okay, very nice. We change again. We change slightly the setup. You stay here. The rest of the players come to this backyard position. Come on. You come here. The rest will come here. Just one player for the line. You get a pass, make a fake here, and go against the throwing arm here. With a shot, in that moment you make a pass and the line player is making another shot. You synchronize on the goalkeeper that he's under pressure after the action here. He must get very fast to the action at the line. Yeah? That's it. No. Behind the cone. Behind the cone. And okay, give him right pressure now, yeah? You just try to push him away. Oh, you're a defending player, right? Very nice. That's nice. Perfect. Okay. We changed the setup. The line play is here. We're starting with the wing on this side. Exactly the same, but from the other side, right?
Like this or like this?
It's up on you. Or better say, it's up on the defending player, which space he lets you, you know? No. Let's say somewhere here, you defend just so that he goes outside. Come on. Hey, guys, on the line player, the action is faster, so that he has to move really. Yeah? Don't wait so much with the pass. That's it. Exactly. It's okay, come on. Perfect. Okay, we change once more. Get the balls. I would not like that you really defend, as in the game, you are working for your goalkeepers, but you are defending in that way that no penalty or 2 minutes exclusion can happen. Yeah? So you fight a lot when he's standing, just show the referee, you are not touching me anymore. So actually you are defining the space when he is allowed to shoot in discussion with your goalkeeper. In the last phase, just show, I'm just clean, take care of the position that you are not in the area. Yeah? Come on. Wing starting again. Perfect. That's nice. Hey. Exactly. Even if you dare in the defense, you can provocate offensive foul if you try. For you, it would be perfect because take care of the area when you push will be there. Perfect. Very nice. That's it. Okay. Don't go so far, don't go behind the cone, just let him reasonable chance. Okay, guy, to have some more power, let's make competition. 10 shots. How many goals will you do?
Dal 9.
Dá 9? 9 si skazal. Okay, how many goals? 10 shots. 7 goals? 8? Let's do 8-7, huh? No draw. No draw. With 7, defense is winning. With 8, attack is winning. Yeah? No, the same as it was. Wing and line. Wing and line. The same setup as we've got. You've got 10 free chances. Come on, wing is starting. Where's... One, 2, 4, 5. Perfect defense. 5 of 7. 5 of 8. 6 of 9. 7 of 10. We are over. Okay. 10 goals. 7 goals of 10. 5 push-ups for losing. We've got another goalkeeper. We've got revanche. One, 2-2. 3-2. 4-2. 5-2. 6-3. 7-3. 8-4. Very nice. 9-5. 10-6. It's over. 10-6. Okay. For me, obviously, 7-8 is too much. Well, you've got two good defending players. I don't know. Let's change it. So line is here, this side wing. To make it a little more competing, let's go one goal down, right? 7-6, you accept? Okay. I like the goalkeepers, you know, they are grown up to the challenge, so. Line is there. Wink is here. Come on, let's go. 7-6 is the competition. Two, 1. 3-2. 4-3. 5-3. 6-3. 7-4. 8-4. Very nice. 9-5. 10-6. I'm sorry, guys. 10-6. Okay, we changed already. For me, the question is, are you really so good? or do you want to give them a chance and maybe humiliate him and say, I make competition 3-4 for you or something like that? Do you still accept 7-6? Or do you want less? 2-3, for instance. Would 2-3 be okay for you? Yeah, probably. No. Okay, let's try 7-6 once more. Okay, come on. One, 0. 2-1. 3-2. 4-2. Wow, I give you a chance once more. I don't count it, come on. 5-2. 6-3. Oh yeah, 7-4, you're still alive. 8-5. Oh yeah. 9-5. 10-6. Okay. Let's give him a chance for revenge. During just wing position. You can decide if you're going from the corner or if you are going from the field. We are going just wink, wink. No, both sides. Just changing all the time. So you probably have to take some right-handed play on this position as well. No? Okay. Oh, it's 3-3, it's fine. You position there as a defending player, but staying passive. Let's say, what's reasonable for you? Like that? It's okay. The same on the other side. Hey, I'm missing the defending player. Okay. You make a pass. You make a pass because it's the other side. What's the competition? 7-6 or it's up on you? 5-6? You've heard it? Okay, it's exactly what I mean. Now the goalkeeper is just defining the game. He says, I'm strong enough. I say 5-6. He's saying to his defense, I'm so strong, 5-6 is okay. Do you accept it? Right, I like it. Okay, let's come. One. 2-1. Oh no. Come on. Three, 1. 4-1. 5-1. 7-1. 8-2. It was slightly over the line, but 9-2. 10-2. Guys, stop it. I don't know. Is he really so good? Probably yes. We'll give you last chance. Come on. to do methodic line we show, just be free to address me here on during the lunch or whatever. Thanks a lot once more.